some reason I've always loved the poster just as a form of advertising and as an ephemeral item that people don't throw away. You know, people like to hang on to posters. I like that idea of producing something that people collect or they want to hang on to.
Years are the only time you age. It's so
I grew up listening to a lot of really old country music. Was raised by my grandparents, and just music was always in our house and kind of a part of the family. I was in some really bad bands when I was in college, and making music posters just sort of became a way for me to carry on being in the music world and combining that with other things I loved, art and posters in general. I had some friends that were in bands, and basically I got started by just asking them, hey, you know, can I make a poster for your show? And they were totally into it. You know, of course you can. I would make a poster for one show. They would open for somebody bigger and they would say, hey, make a poster for this show, and that band would see it and, hey, that's a cool poster, who made that? And then I started getting hired by bigger and bigger bands, and without really a plan, I became a poster artist. I got into graphic design because I like making things with my hands. I like drawing, I like making art. The letterpress gives me that ability to get, you know, back to basics a little bit. So my style has evolved and it's become more simple, or like really bold, simple shapes and colors. And the letterpress restricts me in many ways. I can't do the things I could do with a computer, and I really like that. I usually start with my sketchbook, trying to come up with an idea, sketch it out by hand. Then I hopefully get an idea that I feel like I can develop. At that point, I'll scan it, refine it on the computer. Then I usually print a template, and from that I'll glue it to the surface that I use for printing, and I hand cut that image, then put it on the press, apply ink, and print, repeat 300 times depending on how many I have to make. But I think that people can see the difference. There's something really, you know, very tactile. You can feel the ink on my posters. You can see the texture of the ink. I could print 100 posters and there aren't going to be any identical. They're all individual because I print each one by hand. People can tell the difference, I think, and they like that. Again, in this digital world we live in, I think more and more people are searching for that thing that was touched by a human hand.
Everybody has a definition of great art. What's your definition of great art?
You know, that's probably the most difficult question you could ask me. I think great art, I don't know about great, but for me, it has to be something that moves me somehow. I have to have some attachment, some emotional attachment to it. Though I like a lot of really simple imagery, I just need to be intrigued. I really don't know why I'm obsessed with making posters, but I just feel like I need to keep doing it. I haven't made the perfect poster yet, which I don't think exists, thank goodness, because that hopefully means I can keep doing them forever.